Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Lady Business, and I have a great topic for you guys today. I'm hoping that today this broadcast will come out really great because I've been moving around in my home to try to find different areas that would hopefully give me a really clean and crisp transmission as we go through on Periscope, because as you know, sometimes videos come out pixelated, and I really wanted to make sure that this one was clear, so I've been playing around with lighting. We're in my little office. As you can see, things are organized in the back. That's how I have to keep my life because it makes it easier for me. So been having some conversations, and thank you guys for joining me. If you do have any questions, please feel free to put them in, and I love hearts, so make sure that you double tap on the right side of your screen. Also, invite your followers. All you need to do is pull down the top and press invite your followers so that this way they can follow this, because this information I'm giving out today is for everyone. It does not matter if you have a business or if you have your regular personal life. We're talking about cleaning up that dirty digital footprint. Now, some people may say, okay, well, I don't understand what the digital footprint is in the first place. So why is it important? A digital footprint, and this is defined by Wikipedia. A digital footprint is the data that is left behind by users on digital services. So every time that you log on, every time that you get on one of these accounts, every time that you post information, there is a digital footprint that's put out there. Now, the reason I even came up with this topic, I was talking to my mother this morning, and she was talking about, pictures being uploaded, people sharing videos. I was also talking with some people the other day about, the content that people put out. And we're going to be doing a series at a couple of colleges that's called Power Portfolios. And Power Portfolios is designed to really help the college student understand how important their online presence is in relation to them being able to get a job, and also in relation to them, if they want to go into business, just creating their brand online. So in doing that, we have to show students the importance of their digital footprint. And it's not just for students, because you are out there too. You must take your digital footprint into concern if you're talking about getting a new job, because I want you to understand that job seekers now look online to see what you're posting, right? And it is real. This is not something that's just, oh, okay, I can put whatever I want out there, because this is the thing. You can put whatever you want out there, but does that really represent the person that you want people to see? So for me, very rarely will you see me putting things with profanity out there. Sometimes things are funny, and I'm just going to put it. All right. But that's a very rare thing that you see out there. You'll never see any scantily clad pictures of me. That will never happen. Never. And so it's certain things. I don't drink. I don't smoke. And even if I did, I would never be out there. How do they say, wasted? You'd never see a picture like that if I was a person to drink or to smoke. I would never be up here with the middle finger and the picture and all of that crazy stuff. And that's what the kids nowadays are doing. And it's not just the kids, okay? This is grown people too. When I'm talking about grown people, I'm saying 25 and up are posting these same types of pieces of content. And so that's why you have a whole nasty, dirty digital footprint, because that is not what you want people to see out there. Now, for some of you, you may want people to see that because you want them to think that you're a certain type of person or that you have a certain type of lifestyle. But at the end of the day, the person that you are today is not going to be the same person that you are in 5 years, in 10 years, 15, 20 years. So the person that you are today, I would hope that you want to be proud of that person in 20 years. You want to go back and look on your life and say, yeah, I did some fun stuff. Yeah, maybe we turned up, all of that. But you still don't want to look like you were just out there out of control. So to illustrate my point today, because I want you guys to be able to take a really good look, and I'm going to post it right now because I didn't want to post it before we started watching. If you go to my blog, it is ladybusiness.wordpress.com, and I'm posting it now. Okay, it just posted. So if you follow the blog, there is a video on there called The Interview. I describe some of the things that we're talking about today, and then I'm working on a presentation that will be up probably within the next hour about the digital footprint and how you can clean yours up, and that'll be on slideshare.net/ladybusiness. But the website, as far as where the blog is ladybusiness.wordpress.com, and that's ladybusiness.wordpress.com. So if you want to look that up, this way you can watch that video called The Interview. Now, The Interview what happens, so I'm just going to describe it for you in case you don't have time to look at the blog right now. But what happens is it's a young man. He's waiting for an interview to come up. He is saying all the right things, okay? He is telling you what you want to hear. It sounds like he knows what he's talking about. But while he's sitting in the interview, the interviewer is looking up his social media profile and seeing all of the crazy things that he has out there that he voluntarily put up there on his dirty digital footprint. Now, that makes the person look at him and say, it doesn't matter about this degree. It doesn't matter if what you're saying is something that I want to hear, because I can clearly see the type of person that you are based on the things that you've posted. So it's not always just about what you do Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. What do you do after that time frame? What do you do on the weekend? So I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips because the conversation that my mother and I were having, sometimes it's an age thing. And so this is not a slight to anybody, but where you don't know. Now, young people know when they're putting something online. They go ahead and they put it. Older people sometimes don't realize how interconnected online is. That's a problem. So for instance, if you have your Google, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up and just show you so that this way you guys can see it. All right. If you have your Google, hold on. All right, so if you're on your Google, you can go to photos.google.com. And then what happens is you'll get to a screen similar to this, and you'll be able to go through and see where your photos are at. Now, what you may find, people, is that there are photos on here that you forgot you even took. There are photos that you probably went ahead and uploaded yourself, but there are things that because you took it on your phone and your phone is interconnected with your Gmail and your Gmail is from Google, that these things come up in your profile. So again, go to photos.google.com so that this way you can see what photos are out there of you. Now, when I go to mine, of course, I've posted these things and I don't mind anything that's on here. All of these things for me are, really positive things. So I don't really have a problem with it. However, what I do want you to know is that if you have it set where it auto uploads from all of your devices, that means if you're talking about you took a picture with your cell phone and let's say you were sexting somebody and you put your business, your lady business or your gentleman business out there, that thing uploaded to Google. Okay. And when it uploaded to Google, what if somebody was looking through there? What if you were looking for a presentation? What if your significant other was seeing this and maybe you didn't send it to them? That picture is up there. Okay. And so that's what you've got to understand. It can upload from your tablet. It can upload from your computer. It can upload from your phone. So you have to take that into consideration. Do not just go crazy and put your business out there like that because people can see it. Another thing to take into consideration is that it automatically puts it up there and it organizes them based on date. So if somebody really wanted to spill the tea and find out where you were at and when you were somewhere and when you posted this, they'll be able to put two and two together. So for anybody that's out there that thinks that it's cool to be cheating or ripping and running around, or if you're a liar, this is one way for a person to find out exactly what you were doing and when. Now, that's not my life, but this does work for some people as far as the things that are in the pictures. And then you can go ahead and you can delete them. But a lot of times, if you don't even know they're out there, how do you delete them? You don't even know they're out there. So that's why, again, I want you to go for everybody. Go ahead and search photos.google.com to see what's out there. It could be too. So let's go with a positive thing. It could be that there were some pictures that you thought were lost, that you thought you didn't have. And when you go in there, you see the family reunion. You see, old pictures that you took with your friends from a couple of years ago. Now, this is what I want you to know, too. So this is my little tidbit of information for you today out there, Periscope, and everybody that's listening to Lady Business. If you have more than one Gmail account, you will have more than one set of photos. So if you changed your name, if you have multiple emails out there, the photos that you see will be attached to that one Gmail address. So if you want to log in because you had an old address and see what pictures are out there, you may find that you have way more pictures out there than you thought about. And you want to clean those up. So if you have a dirty digital footprint, you may want to go ahead and investigate so that this way you can clean it up. Now, if it's something that's out there that you don't like, then you can go ahead and try to delete it. You can make changes on it. So one thing I want to suggest for you to do, and this is going to be in the presentation that's on slideshare.net/ladybusiness, and that's SLIDE share.net/ladybusiness, LADYBIZNESS. So if you go to slideshare.net, not only can you see this, some of the stuff that we're talking about from today, but you can also see other presentations that I do for classes. So if you feel like you need to learn something else and increase your business acumen, you'll be able to go there and find all of the presentations that I send out and that I do live when we're doing, any of the teachings that I do at any of the schools. All right, so that's a plug for that. But this presentation will be uploaded today. But there's another thing. You may have some old social media profiles out there that you forgot about. And if that's the case, there could be some things on there that you put that could have very well described the person that you were back then. So now what you can do is go back and deactivate those social media accounts. Or if you want to still continue to use them, then you can update them with current information. So I'm going to just throw this out there for all of my people that I know from back in the day. Before Facebook became famous and all of the rest of this, you know what was famous, right? Black Planet. So don't play. I know y'all used to have a Black Planet profile, okay? Because I had my Black Planet profile. I take my good pictures. I would post my good stuff, meet people. And so go back and check and see if you have a profile out there. Because just because you don't use it anymore doesn't mean that information is still not out there, because more than likely it is. Check out your MySpace profile. Who's using MySpace anymore? Hardly anybody. But I guarantee you, if you had a profile on there and you did not deactivate it, it is still there. All of those pictures you took, all of that content you put out, those things are still out there. So check those old social media profiles, because that could be part of your dirty little footprint that you have that's out there in the digital world. All right. So the other thing, just always Google yourself. And I suggest that for every person that I teach, every client. Google yourself and see what's out there. If there's erroneous information, go ahead and make those changes. If it's something that you need to update as far as an address, a phone number, or anything, Google yourself and see what's out there. Now, if you're a business owner, in addition to Googling your name, I would like you to also Google the name of your business, so that this way you can see what's out there for your business. Another thing to take into consideration when you Google your name, Google your entire name. Google your name with a middle initial. And if you're married like me, then Google your name with your previous name and your married name, so that this way you can see what's out there. Because technically, all of those are totally separate entries. So like my name is Chisa Danae Penix Brown. So I want to Google Chisa Danae Penix Brown. I want to Google Chisa Danae Penix. I want to Google Chisa Danae Penix. Chisa Danae Brown, in case that comes out. I want to do Chisa D Penix Brown, Chisa D Brown, Chisa D Penix. So I mean, you want to Google all of those things, so that this way you can see what comes up. And if it's something that you need to change, go ahead and do that, because that could be some of the erroneous information that's out there. And that type of information is also used in your credit report. So where do they get the information from? You put it out there, take that into consideration. So now, what do you do if you want to be online, but you don't want everybody in your business? It's a couple things. You can actually put out incorrect information if you want to do that. If you don't want to be found, you can use a pseudonym, so that this way you can have a name that nobody knows. You can use just the name of your business. You do not have to put your face out there. Don't put that little egg or that little blue person. Nobody wants to know them. But maybe you can put a logo up that represents your business. Whatever you want to do, if you want to stay a little bit more hidden, then do that. But this is the thing too. So passive, this is when we're talking about things that you may not realize are up there that dirty up your digital footprint. Passive, posting is things that maybe you don't know, or maybe other people put out there about you. So everybody has been tagged by somebody. Okay, and they didn't even want to be tagged. You're tagged in some stupid flyer for some dumb event that you didn't know about. Somebody tagged you in this terrible picture and you look horrible with the little crust in your eyes from in the morning. Usually that's your crazy friends that do that. But I want you to go back, and when you look up your name, okay, so now I told you Google your name. But when you go into Google, and let me just show you so that this way you can see. This is turning into a webinar, y'all. But I just want you to see what I'm talking about, because I want you to be clear in understanding. Somebody is knocking at my door, y'all. I don't know who that is. Hold on. I don't know who that is. Hold on. I'll be with you in a few minutes. Okay. So if you go ahead and you Google your name, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in. Basically, the other thing that comes up is that when you press the Google in, so I'm going to show you guys real quick just so you can see it. Okay. So when I Google my name, you see that pictures come up and also words, right? But when you look here, so you can see it says web, and then the next thing is images, news, video, shop, and more. Click on those images also, because then when you click on those images, you can see if these are pictures of you. Now, for the most part, as you can see, most of these are pictures of me. Now, I'm not sure who this young lady is, but you know that's not me. And there could be other things that you've tagged yourself in that represent you. And so a lot of these things are me, but some of them aren't. So I can go back and see why I'm tagged in some of these things. And most of these are people that I know. So it's probably been events. Oh, there goes my honey bunch, Darlinda. Yay, Dar. And so if you see that there's something in here that's not correct, then you can go ahead and try to untag yourself. And always, just check to see what makes sense for you. Now, some more tips are going to be in that presentation that I told you that I'm going to be putting online on SlideShare. So go to slideshare.net/ladybusiness and follow me, and you'll get some more tips on how you can clean up that dirty digital footprint. I hope this has been informational for you, and I want you to make sure that you tell other people so that this way we can all have a lovely, clean footprint. Make sure that you show up and show out, and always give it to the people.